Hello everyone, I am Arshad Shaikh. Today's topic of my presentation is listening skills. We were given 2 ears but only one mouth. This is because God knew that listening was twice as hard as talking. Listening is the absorption of the meaning of words and sentences by the brain. Listening leads to the understanding of facts and ideas. But listening takes attention. As you seen in the slide that what is listening? Listening is the ability to accurately receive and interpret messages in the communication process. Listening is key to all effective communication. Without the ability to listen effectively, messages are easily misunderstood. Therefore, listening is an active process. The first and the foremost communication skill that we learn in our lives is nothing but listening. When we listening, after that we speaking, then we reading. When we read well, we will try to write well. The first language skill that humans develop is listening. Listening is followed by speaking. There is a confusion to the people that listening and hearing are the same things, but this is not. Listening is not the same as hearing. Hearing refers to the sound that enters your ears. It is physical process that provided you do not have any hearing problem happens automatically. Listening however requires more than that. It requires focus and concentrated effort, both mental and sometimes physical as well. These are the fallacies about listening. There is a misconception to the people that listening is not my problem. Listening and hearing are the same. Good readers are good listeners. But this statement is often untrue, even though both reading and listening depend on the translation of words into meaning. In the next slide, you see barriers to effective listening. These are the two types. First is physical barriers and second is people related barriers. Second is also divided into subcategories. First is physiological barriers and second is psychological barriers. Barriers to effective listening are present at every stage of the listening process. First, physical barriers including noise, poor pronunciation, frequent interruptions, uncomfortable sitting arrangement, uncomfortable environment, message overload. These are major physical barriers which create a distinction between listener and speaker. When uncomfortable environment is present, it also impacts on receiver's mind. After that, we come on psychological barriers. Even when listening to someone else speak, an angry person might easily misinterpret the message. Various other emotions like fear, nervousness, confusion, mistrust, and jealousy affect communication process. For example, a person having extreme moods of happiness will laugh at anything at all said to him and her. On the next slide, there is some tips for being a good listener. Give your full attention. Make sure your mind is focused. Let the speaker finish before you begin to talk. Keep the eye contact. Looking everywhere except at the person talking can make it seem like you are not listening, and then the conversation suffers. When you listen, just listen. Don't interrupt, don't jump in the solution. Thank you.